All right, we got her power washed off a little bit here, and I can actually see the color now. So we're going to talk about the box for a minute, and I have a previous video talking about the box and a full install. It's a long video, but I think it'd be really helpful anybody who's interested in the box and how I mounted it and some options that people can have. Hopefully it'll help them out. And then I gave an update on the box about a wash and how watertight I thought it was. And so here's the update on after the first ride. And I wanted to power wash it first, and so you guys can see to prove a point about you know, how watertight it may or may not be. So we're gonna open it up after the wash, and we're gonna take a look inside. Hopefully the light doesn't get you, but it stays really dry. One of the complaints that people had was that water was leaking in, and I think it was due to improper placement of the foam seal, because I haven't had a problem. I just power washed it, and you know, a little bit of spray may have got in, but other than that, it stays bone dry. Wednesday, when we were out on the trails, it rained the entire time. We were probably out there for 8 hours. I think we did a little over 50 miles, and it just stayed bone dry. I couldn't be more happy with it keeping water out. Now the accessories that I just put in, one was, I'm going to show you here, this stress, one of these mats that you stand on at a workstation, and a couple reasons I did that was, one, I wanted to protect the bottom of the plastic and from things sliding around and getting damaged. And like I said, this was only $102 shipped, and I want to try to make it last, so it was worth the price. I think this mat was 20 bucks at Lowe's, and I cut it to fit the bottom of the box. I think it's 5/8 thick. And another good thing is it covers up the mounting for the box. You know, things were not going to sit in here even, and I didn't want things rubbing on these nuts and bolts, so it covers those up really nicely. They actually fit in the holes if you put them right. I'll show you over here, and they can fit right down in the holes, and something can sit over top of it and not touch the bottom of the bolt. And it also, and if for some reason, you know, something spilled in here, liquid or something, you know, the mat would keep all your items up off the bottom, and hopefully the liquid would just go, you know, run to the bottom. Okay, the unsightly foam, because of the type of trail riding we do, it's really bumpy, and a lot of hills at Wayne and the ODNR, the Ohio State Forest Parks. But the foam, the idea was to, if you're riding, if you didn't have it full, items bouncing up and down, and I didn't want it damaging the top of the box, or making a lot of noise, just a constant rattle when you're riding. So I got, this is the 2-inch high density foam. I think I got it from Joann Fabrics, and it was I think it was $12, and I got this was the size. I cut them up, and everything fit perfect. So it seemed to do the trick. Again, with the water, the foam is nice and dry. It didn't get wet at all yesterday or Wednesday in the rain, or just when I power washed it. How I installed this was, I took the spray glue. I'll show you. It's the Loctite spray adhesive, and this is pretty expensive stuff at Lowe's. I think it was $11 or $13 or something for the can. Yeah, a little pricey, but it works really well. Sprayed, when you do it, spray both sides, spray the bottom of the foam, spray the lid. You let it sit for a minute, and then you let it get tacky, then you place it in. So that's what I did there. And it's gonna, again, it's anything bouncing around, hopefully it's gonna hit that and not make any noise and not do damage to any items you have in here or to the lid. I have some other 1-inch foam. I was gonna, you know, fill in the gaps here, but it may not be necessary. If you got large items, you know, this is gonna be good enough. So a quick walk around. There are no stress fractures anywhere on the box that I can see. The thing held up really good, and believe me, we ride hard and fast, and this thing, you know, I got it solid, so it's not going to move around. But the points where, again, and you can watch the other video, the points where I put it, you know, these U square U-bolts, they're square, to the rack. There is no stress points at all to them. There's no stress fractures, and I was a little worried about that, but I also put this plumber's putty, so the plastic doesn't get damaged between the U-bolt and the plastic. So really happy. These tie downs, which everyone else is complaining about, it's a loose fit, but they never came off once. They never came off. Again, it rained, it dried really well. Try to do this with one hand. Really happy. Again, they're a little strange, a little weird, but it works for me. So I'm gonna stay with those a while. The other alternative is just to put a bungee from here to the rack, and that would keep it closed. And if I had to do that, I really wouldn't care. Again, in case you want to lock your box, you can do that here. Real happy with it. And questions, comments, please put them in there. And subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try to put more content and a lot of riding stuff. So maybe tonight I'll get some video together for the ride. Again, we were out like 8 hours. I got like 4 hours of video, but you know, maybe we'll put together 10 or 20 minutes of video of the ride. Yes, or for Wednesday at Wayne National. All right, folks, thanks for watching. And again, if you want to subscribe, great. Comments, I want to see comments on this, and suggestions and things that you guys have done. All right, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.